My name is Mark Godwin Doe. I am taking you in advanced audit and assurance with Kwesi Ewusu Techi. He will also be taking you in some part of the subjects. We are starting with an assurance. What is an assurance? What is an assurance? And they are saying that an assurance engagement, in an assurance engagement, a practitioner is engaged by one party to give an opinion on a piece of information that has been prepared by another party. What it means is that the opinion we normally give on the financial statement, when you are auditing financial statement, that opinion of true and fair is an assurance engagement. So they are saying the opinion is an expression of an assurance or a comfort letter about the information that you have gone through as what? A practitioner. A statutory audit is one form of an assurance engagement. A statutory audit is one form of what? An assurance engagement. And we all know what is statutory. Statutory means backed by law. Any act that you do which is by law is a statutory. And they are saying that an audit, a statutory audit, is one form of an assurance engagement. The statutory audit provides assurance about the quality. About what? The quality of the information. This makes the financial statement more reliable for the user as a credibility is added to what? The statement by the expressed opinion of the what? Auditor. So what they are saying is that if you give opinion on the financial statement, you are adding credibility to the information. Because of the amount of work carried out, a statutory audit provides a high level of what? Assurance, which we call reasonable assurance. You have high level of assurance because of the volume of work that you do when you are conducting an audit. Examples of non-audit assurance engagement might include reports on such matters as. So auditors also perform some non-audit engagements, assurance engagements. And such assignments, one of them is what? Corporate social responsibility. Then environmental policy, followed by employment policies, non-financial performance indicators. Let them take them one after the other. What is corporate social responsibility? Companies are formed to or allowed by the corporate governance system to follow or to take care of what? So many important things in communities that they are. One of them is that you, as a social corporate social responsibility, a company is permitted or allowed to take care of the community by giving them schools, constructing roads, and the rest. That is corporate social responsibility. You as an auditor can be called upon to check the performance of the company as to whether they are responding to the corporate social responsibility. That they are doing exactly what the law says they should do. Then the environmental policy. Companies are supposed to comply with what? Environmental laws. You can be called upon to check and see whether those companies are complying with the environmental policies. Employment policies are also there. You can be engaged to check and see whether by doing all these things, you give what we call an assurance. You give assurance to the users of the financial statements. But this type of assurance is also not a reasonable assurance, but we call it what? Limited assurance. So auditors can provide assurance by giving an opinion about the information in these reports. So what they say that these reports also you can give. That one we said is a limited assurance engagement, but not a reasonable assurance engagement. An assurance engagement performed by a practitioner will consist of the following 5 elements. Every assurance engagement, there are 5 elements in it. The first one is 3-party relationship. What do you understand by 3-party relationship? It means that the practitioner is one party, the users of the information is another party, and then the one who prepared the information is also another party. That's why they call it 3-party relationship. Meaning that every assurance engagement should have a 3-party relationship. The next is subject matter. What are you writing or reporting on? That is the subject matter of what? The assignments. Let's assume that you are given a financial statement to audit. What is the subject matter in this? It's the financial statement, which is the subject matter, which you are going to give opinion on. And that opinion, as we said already, is an assurance. Then we also have a criteria, switchable criteria. Switchable criteria in the sense that for any assurance engagement or assurance report you write, you have to get a switchable criteria, a benchmark, which you use to assess the performance of the organization or for that information. Let's assume that you are auditing a financial statement. The financial statement was prepared by accountant who uses the accounting standard, the company's act, and so many regulations to prepare it. Those framework, which we call the accounting framework, they are the criteria that you are going to use to assess whether the work has been performed properly or not. The next element in the relationship between the next element in the assurance engagement is sufficient and appropriate evidence. For every assurance engagement, there should be sufficient and appropriate evidence. It's the evidence that will tell you to say that the financial statement is true and fair, or it's not true and fair. So there should be appropriate evidence. You should obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence. The next one is assurance engagement, meaning that when you finish the work, you need to write a report. So every assurance engagement, there are 5 elements: 3-party relationship, subject matter, suitable criteria, sufficient appropriate evidence, and assurance reports. ISA, which we call ISA, which we could all say International Standard on Auditing. International Standard on Auditing 200 states that the purpose of an audit, that means the purpose of an audit, that is a form of assurance engagement. That means any audit you undertake, it is an assurance engagement. So they are just explaining it. Is to enhance the degree of confidence of intended users in the financial statements. So ISA 200 is saying that once you do audits and you give opinion on it, you are trying to enhance the degree of confidence of the users. That means users will now have confidence in the information. Okay. The audit opinion typically makes reference to whether the financial statement give a true and fair view or present fairly the financial position and results of the reporting entity. So that is what we are saying. You are saying it is true and fair. Why are you saying true and fair? Because you match the performance of the organization's financial statement with those standards they use, the framework they use. And you are saying that whatever they have done is in conformity with the framework. That is where you are saying it is true and fair. Audits are long-established formalized processes, closely regulated by law and professional practice, developed in order to protect the directors, to protect shareholders, from incorrect or misleading information by the directors. An audit is designed to provide a high level of assurance to the users of the financial statement. What they are saying there is that if you do audits, and audit as a subject has been there for a long time, and it is done in order to what? Follow what? The laws of the profession. And, audits are long-established, formalized processes, closely regulated by law and professional practice, developed in order to protect the shareholders from incorrect or misleading information by the what? Directors. An audit is designed to provide a high level of what? High level of assurance to the users of the financial statement. What this means is that they are saying that, there is establishments where the directors run or manage the company on behalf of the shareholders. Yes, the shareholders are expecting a genuine information to come from the directors. Directors will prepare the financial statement. And if you audit the financial statement and you give opinion on it, it means you are giving the shareholders more confidence in the financial statements. Audit-related services are engagements undertaken by an accountant or firm of accountants to perform such assignments as we have audit-related services. Audit-related services. These services, example is review of data. If you are reviewing data, you are not performing audits. Therefore, it is not what? Reasonable assurance engagement, but they are audit-related. Review of data. Agreed upon procedures. What is agreed upon procedures? It is a procedure that you, the one who is doing the engagement, you and the one who is giving the information, agree on how the information should be what? How the information should be captured. And that is agreed upon procedure. You take a procedure, they will tell you that this is the way I want you to do the job. So once you have also agreed to do the work in that order, it means agreed upon. Compilation. Compilations are similar to what? Preparing financial statement for your clients. These are audit-related services that are also done by, auditors. Review. As we say, review data. We said it already. A review provides a low what? Level of assurance that the information under what? The review is free from any material misstatements. A review provides a low or moderate level of assurance that the information under a review is free from any material misstatements. So that is review. So it means that it's not reasonable, but rather what? Negative. So the accountant's opinion is usually expressed in the form of what? A negative assurance. Negative assurance, which is an opinion that there is nothing obviously wrong in the information. Negative assurance doesn't mean that you say no. That is negative. No. Negative in the sense that the statement is going to be in a negative form by saying that nothing came to my notice that this financial statement is not true and fair. So you are saying in reality, you are saying it is true and fair, but in a negative form because of the volume of work you have done. It's not sufficient up to, we say it's not reasonable. It's not reasonable. It's limited in scope, and therefore it is what? Negative assurance. The form, that's, for example, the opinion might be, nothing has come to our attention to suggest that the information is materially misstated. What are they saying? It is the same thing that I just said, that you are saying it in such a way that you are just saying that it is what? The information is true and fair, but in a negative form. And the negative form is that you are saying that nothing came to your notice because of the volume of work that you have done, it is what? It is limited. Hence, you give a negative assurance. An audit is more time consuming and therefore what? Costly than a review, because the higher level of assurance provided by the audit enhances the credibility provided by the assurance process. What they are just saying is that either you do audits or you do a review. Yes, the audits take much time. Once it takes much time, it involves costs. Whilst a review is because of the quantum of work you are going to do, limited quantity of work you are going to do, it is costless. It means that the cost incurred by the owner is less. Agreed upon procedure, as I explained already, is agreed upon procedures are adopted in an engagement where the party or the client hiring. Okay, audit related services are engagements undertaken by an accountant or firm of accountants to perform such assignments as what? Reviews of data, what? Agreed upon procedures, compilations. A review provides a low or moderate level of what? Low or moderate level of assurance that the information under review is free from any material misstatements. So, an assurance provider can also be asked to review the financial statements or to review any information or any data and give assurance. The accountant's opinion is usually expressed in the form of what? Negative assurance. Why negative assurance? Because the service you provided is low. It's lower than that of what? The work you did is lower than the audits, which is an opinion that there is nothing obviously wrong in the information. For example, the opinion might be nothing has come to our attention to suggest that the information is materially misstated. An audit is more time consuming, yes, because the volume of work you're going to do is more, it is time consuming, and it's more costly, because the one, since you are going to waste enough time there, it means the fellow, you charge him more money than a review, because the higher level of what? Assurance provided by an audit enhances the credibility provided by the assurance process. Agreed upon procedures. Agreed upon procedures are adopted in an engagement where the party, that is the client, hiring the accountant, specifies the procedures that should be followed by the accountant in performing the engagements. Yes. That means you agree with what? The one who engages you as the modality of doing the job, how you should do it, and so forth. All those things will be agreed upon in advance before the work continues. Compilation. Compilation, that's with a compilation, the accountant is engaged to prepare information for the clients rather than audits or check the information prepared by someone else. For example, a firm of accountants may be asked to what? By a client to prepare a tax computation. No assurance provided in a compilation engagement. What I just say is that, yes, in a compilation, you can be called upon by a client to assist them prepare a financial statement. When you prepare the financial statement, you don't give opinion on it, but it is also what? Part of the assignment that you, the auditor, may be doing. You don't give opinion on it. So it is audit-related what? Engagement. It's audit-related engagement. Okay? Thank you very much.